Senhoras e senhores, a Confederação da Agricultura e Pecuária do Brasil, CNA, dá boas-vindas a todos os senhores nesse encontro histórico. Aqui é a casa do produtor rural brasileiro. A primeira cúpula global dos agricultores realizada em solo brasileiro, fruto da parceria entre a CNA e a Organização Mundial dos Agricultores, a OMA. Nosso ingresso na OMA foi um passo estratégico para os produtores rurais brasileiros integrarem a maior entidade de representação privada de agricultores e pecuaristas do mundo. É a oportunidade de nos conectarmos e dialogarmos com nossos irmãos produtores. São cerca de 90 entidades como a CNA em 60 países. Esse evento acontece em um momento decisivo para o futuro do planeta. Enquanto líderes globais estão em Belém para a COP30, reunimos aqui em Brasília produtores de diversas nações para reafirmar seu papel como protagonista da ação climática. É hora de escutar quem está na linha de frente, quem produz, preserva e alimenta o planeta. A agropecuária brasileira é parte essencial da solução. Produzimos com responsabilidade, ciência e inovação, conciliando a produção com a conservação. O Brasil é referência em tecnologia de baixo carbono, integração lavoura, pecuária, floresta, recuperação de pastagem e manejo eficiente dos recursos naturais. Mas é fundamental que o mundo reconheça a singularidade da agricultura tropical. Precisamos de políticas, financiamentos e métricas que reconheçam e respeitem nossas condições e garantam uma transição justa, sem penalizações comerciais unilaterais. Defenderemos o fortalecimento do multilateralismo em comércio internacional que valorize quem produz com responsabilidade. Será por meio de diálogo entre as nações que construiremos soluções equilibradas. Um diálogo não apenas entre governos, mas envolvendo também os atores privados. O Encontro das Lideranças Mundiais do Agro, aqui na CNA, é um chamado à ação. É um convite para os agricultores e pecuaristas de diferentes países unirem-se para que suas vozes sejam ouvidas e consideradas na busca de soluções para garantir a segurança alimentar e enfrentar as mudanças climáticas.
Thank you very much. Excellencies, distinguished guests, dear fellow farmers, ladies and gentlemen. Dear João Martins, thank you for waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning, for joining us here and to assume as all the farmer your obligation. Thank you to Daniel Trento, Donna Evento for your advice and the research. Without research, we can't reach all the goals we have to reach. And thank you for sharing part of the time of Mariana, one of your colleagues, who is now members of our scientific council. Thank you to Lloyd. It's always a great pleasure to see that an administration can be close to the farmer point of view, and with AICA, really we see that and we discover that at each COP. And thank you to Luis Ruay, the Undersecretary of Agriculture here in Brazil, for your word. We know the knowledge of the Brazilian farmer, we know the know-how, and with the farmer we are ready to reach all these goals we have in front of us. It's a great honor to welcome you all here today in Brasilia for this COP30 Farmers Summit, hosted by the World Farmers Organization, together with our members and friends at CNA Brazil. Let me begin by thanking our co-host, our sponsor, and all the partners who have made this important gathering possible. Our colleagues at CNA have made strategic use of the unique opportunity offered by COP30 in Brazil to help bring together a representation of farmers from various regions of the world, connecting Latin America agricultural sector with other regions. Together with SRA Argentina, who represent the Latin American constituency in the WFO board, they have worked tirelessly to ensure strong and meaningful representation of farmers today and the upcoming COP. We are meeting here at a decisive moment. Heads of states and government are currently gathered in Belém, laying the groundwork for what many see as the most critical UN climate conference in a decade. 10 years ago, in my home country of France, the representative of 195 nations adopted the Paris Agreement, the first time all countries commit to common binding goals to confront a common unescapable challenge, climate change. Since then, the Farmers' Constituency has constantly called for agriculture to take a central place in the climate decision. We are very pleased to see it now recognized as one of the 6 key pillars of the Brazilian presidency agenda. As farmer myself from Normandy in France, I see every day what climate change means on the ground. In my region, the weather no longer follows any predictable rhythm. We can go from weeks of drought to sudden flood, from early spring to less frost, all within the same year. The patterns that once guide generations of farmers are disappearing before our eyes. We try to adapt, identifying resistant crops, improving soil and water conservation, only to name a few. But adaptation alone is not enough. We farmers are also contributing to the global effort to mitigate climate change, investing in regenerative and agroecological practices, and making better use of land and forestry as carbon sinks, like no-tillage and agroforestry. Yet, we cannot do this alone. Farmers everywhere are facing compounded crises. Climate hazard hit harder and more often. Conflict and instability disrupt trade and supply chains. Prices rise and fall unpredictably. Cost of production everywhere in the world increase drastically. At the same time, our sector is undergoing deep structural change with an urgent intergenerational transition underway and the need to create production model for increasingly urban and interconnected world. In such time, it's important than ever that farmers stay in the driver's seat, taking leadership in shaping the future of our sectors and communities. It's also of utmost importance that governments stick to a multilateral approach to climate, trade, finance, and other key issues for the global farming sectors. This is what the World Farmers Organization stands for. A global farmer where farmers from every region and every system can come together to talk through their differences, to learn from one another, and to join forces around shared priorities.